It's here. Haha. The Crash Bandicoot N'Sane Trilogy. If you guys don't know anything about this is a few different games here actually. I think it's the first three games for Crash Bandicoot. We're just gonna jump right into it, but we're gonna talk about it along the way. Crash Bandicoot was like my childhood. Holy crap. So this game I've been looking forward to for quite a while actually. And it seems to be pretty cool so far. People are getting like rave reviews. It came out like a day or two ago, like rather recently. So, maybe not a day or two ago, but like very recent, like within this week. So we'll see. So we have Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. So I mean, they're already doing Star Wars. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going in. New game, Crash Bandicoot.
This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him.
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
It looks super awesome. Holy crap. It looks great. Didn't even realize that. This is like it's a Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster type thing. It's pretty awesome. This already looks amazing. I remember playing this with the directional pads, but we're playing on the PS4, so we have all the upgraded technology as far as you know, our controls go and stuff like that. So, oh, that's right, I forgot about that. That's right, we can do this. So we've got jump boxes. I mean, this is basically 3D Mario, and all like, and all for any reason. This is what Sony. What was it? Was it Sony at first? Yeah, it was. This is Sony's answer to like Super Mario and stuff like that. And when before it was a time, and it was I don't know. It was something I enjoyed more than Mario. I thought Crash was like the best, man. Also, this whole apple gathering thing is kind of a pain in the ass. It's not actually working very well, but that's okay. We gotta like crash. Oh, got 3 of them. That's right. We just run. Let's run. But this was a game that is totally something I was very much into. Oh, I don't remember which way to go. So, I'm hoping... What? What happened? What happened? I know that's how we get all our boxes, but what happened? So wait, do we have to jump on them twice? Oh, yeah. I see. Okay. So this was a game that definitely, like, I played a lot of, and it was definitely it was kind of one of those very stupid platformer type things. I want to go this way, see what happened. And that's really all it was, and it had its own speedrun tactics to it, so like they had a lot of people doing it. So wait, what? Oh, I see. So we're gonna jump on this. Boom. Nope. Alright, I know what we gotta do. There's our lives though. We're using all up our lives. It's fine. We're gonna go through this. I'm gonna play through the whole thing. Yup. So now we get an achievements for it. So it's $40 on the PlayStation Network. I think you can buy it in stores. Like it's got a disc and everything. It's ready to go. My question is $40 fair for this? I mean, granted, I don't really know yet, and I'm just gonna keep dying, aren't I? So I'm not gonna do this. All right, let's go. Is that fair? I think for a nostalgic game, you guys know me. I don't really like nostalgia burning games like this. I really, really don't. It's just not my thing. But this game strikes a special piece of my heart, which is why I get it. I get why people go with the nostalgia factor when it's like, oh, this is a game I totally want to play. This is a game... Oh, where does that come from? Oh, can we backtrack? So there's boxes both ways. Can we backtrack? Oh, what a jerk. Alright, I know what we gotta do. We're gonna skip this level if we don't make it on this try, though. So, this was one of those things where... it's 40 bucks, it's not 60, which I think these companies are starting to learn. It's like, oh, it's not 60 bucks. Okay, so we can get away with charging what? What do you think? 40 bucks? Oh, yeah, 40 bucks is fine. Is it really fine, though? Oh. No! Damn it! We had it, too. Is 40 bucks okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. But that's not gonna stop me from boycotting I'm not gonna boycott the game, you know what I mean? I'm not like that, that just seems childish to boycott a game like this. I was never gonna pre-order it, and they did come out with some pre-order stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I can get a copy at any point, and there's no reason to get that extra stuff, especially because the fact that, well, they're just trying to get some money out of things, and I get it. Got it, we've done it! We've done it! Okay, so now I gotta go backwards, right? You know, I'm trying to be careful in how I word these things, because I want to not give away the impression that, oh, I'm just trying to shill for these companies, trying to get a bunch of money out of people that just played this game when they were young. It makes absolutely zero sense to, you know, be okay with that. And at the same, there's that, yeah, and I totally get it. But at the same time, there's 3 games in this. It is a very, very, very old version of this. This was back like PlayStation 1. So now we're on PlayStation 4. That's skipping an entirely 2 whole generations in the middle, where one of those generations, PlayStation 2, lasted what seemed like forever. I think it was like 6 years or something like that, like before the next iteration of a PlayStation came out. And I sympathize with anybody that says, nah, I'm not going to buy it because it's a remake of something that I owned a long time ago. And, you know, I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page when it comes to that. I don't do that. I hate doing that. I'm not going to do that for most things. This is probably the first thing I've done that with in a while. I did the Mega Man Trilogy, which I think makes sense based on what we were just talking about, which is the fact that it was an old game. Like, once again, it had several games in it, and they're old. They're very old. Like, the entire Mega Man trilogy is from before this game even. So, yeah, granted it was like a year ago, but still, like, that's, I think, long enough to say, oh, it's okay for a new iteration of it to come out. You know what I mean? That just makes sense to me. I'm not going to be speedrunning this, by the way, everyone. Oh, what is that? Have we always had that? Was that a thing? I don't remember that. I also remember this being pretty difficult without the analog stick. So we're gonna deal with that too. But when it comes to nostalgia, I'm not a fan. I usually don't spend money on nostalgia. I have a decently good memory with how I want to... How do we get up there? What is that? I don't know what to do there. Maybe, oh, is that what we have to come back to? I'm trying to remember these things again. People are probably yelling at me through their TV screens, it's fine. So, once again, I'm not a fan of nostalgia. I'm not going to shill a bunch of money out for it. I totally understand that whether you hate me or you agree with me with it, I think it goes both ways. But at the same time... how do I do this one? Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be bad. At the same time, like I said, this is 3 different games. It's not a full 60 bucks. And it's, like, as you can see, the graphics are way better. Like, they actually did a good job with it, and I think that is there's a big thing for me. I like the way games look when they're first created. I totally am all about the creative process with it. So, oh, hello. Oh, there she is. Oh, she took my lady. I'm all about the creative process, and I totally agree with anybody that says that, oh, it's a new game, it's worth their money because, you know, you want to play it again, blah, 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 blah. So, this is me not taking a stance. Yeah, this is me being super brave. I get it. Dan, you're super brave. You're taking your stance on the easy route. You're gonna take both ways and be fine, you know, cover your bases. I'm not trying to cover my bases. I earnestly think that both opinions have a lot of validity. Obviously, you're well within your right to be and have your own opinion no matter what it is. But I often have to side with the fact that some opinions don't have validity, and it sometimes you just you gotta face the facts that your opinion, yeah, while you have all the right to have one, you got some problems if you really think that's legitimate, and you should stick with it. And, you know, I don't feel that about many things, but, you know, racism is one of those things. So it's my opinion that all black people should be not around anymore, or whatever. Sent to an island. I don't know. What's the common alt-right thing? I don't know. You know, that's an opinion, and you're well amongst your right to have one. You can have it, as long as you don't act on it, as long as you don't take away anybody's freedom while being a part of that. You're well within your right to have it. It's fine. But, at the same time, where's your validity in that? I don't understand. I don't think you should have that, but that's, you know, that's not my job to say you should or shouldn't. I don't work for the government. What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to, do I have I do have a double jump, don't I? There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm rambling now, but the point I'm trying to make is, I get it, and I'm on both sides for a reason, because I do see both sides as accurate. You can totally be on the side of... Okay. On the side of, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that game because they're just trying to suck money out of me. They spent very little money to make a new game, and wanted to make more money off of us because we were gonna buy it anyway. It's like, well, yeah, so if you can admit that you were gonna buy it, then, well, I mean, what is your point? Your point is saying, oh, they made something I wanted, so I'm not gonna pay for it just because they're just trying to get money out of it. Well, it's like, yeah, that's marketing, you know, that's their job. That's the people over in the marketing department saying, yeah, we should totally do this because that's, you know, that's what we do, right? It's totally what we should do because it's gonna make us more money. It's gonna keep our business afloat, which is, you can't shame them for that. And I just died. You can't shame them for saying, I want to do this because it's gonna make us more money. You really can't. It's just not like that. If you really disagree with their business practices in doing this, you just don't buy it. But then again, you're watching this video, so I'm assuming you're trying to figure out whether it's a good buy and that it's worth it, or you're just trying to, you're coming in to drop a comment because you think I'm dumb and shouldn't be paying money for this. And I did pay money for this. I didn't get this from Sony. I mean, there's no sponsorship tag on this video at all. This is very much under my own bill, and that's because it's a game that I wanted. So I paid for it. It's $40. That's you know, that's not much. I mean, granted, it's not much because I really haven't paid for a $60 game in a very long time, but does that have to do with anything other than the fact that, I mean, I guess that's a testament as to my, what do you want to call it, my, credibility to this. I don't buy too many $60 games. If I'm gonna play a $60 game, it's usually because, well, somebody is sponsoring a video or somebody's sponsoring a stream that wants me to pay for it, or wants to pay for it rather, and you know, that's to their own, that's what they want to do, and I totally missed that. So, whatever, you know, I don't think $60 is worth a game. I really don't. I don't think $60, I think $60 is a lot of money to ask for. Granted, at the same time, I don't necessarily think that a AAA company can charge less than $60 for most things. So the fact that Sony is charging $40 for this and not $60, it's not to say they're being saints for doing so, but it is to say that they are they could have charged more. They really could have, and I don't mean that as to be, oh, they're evil and they should have, and they just didn't think they were gonna make enough money for it. I'm sure that's part of the conversation that they have, but at the same time, I don't think that was their goal. I think their goal was to revitalize something and then make money off the fact that people played it back in the day or have kids now. Because I'm old enough to have kids. I don't have any. I'm old enough to have kids, and they would be the age that I was when I first played this game. So they're trying to get money off of those parents that want to show their kids that this is the game they played back in the day. It didn't look like this, but it was just as good, and in fact, this looks better. I think you should experience it. Granted, then here comes the next part where it's, oh, why don't you just get your kids to play a PlayStation and you can play the same thing? What's the difference? Well, the difference is both the parents and the kid get something new out of it now. It's not just the kid getting to play the game and the parents saying, oh my god, my kid is playing the game that I used to love as a kid, and hell, they probably will like it. No, it's about saying, oh my god, this is a game that I played as a kid, I get to watch my kid play it and be absolutely just having a ton of fun with it and killing it, but also, I get to enjoy brand new graphics with this game. And that is an argument that I think is made, or if it's not, it could be made through a lot of these remakes and reboots and stuff like that. But I also think that there's a lot of stuff that is missing from that. Like, let's say, like the game I'm playing right now, which another series that's happening right at this moment. In fact, it's probably not out yet. You'll probably see it soon. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Now, they have this new term in the business called the video game business called. I didn't mean the business like movie business. The business. Look at me. I'm talking about the business. You know what I'm saying? The business. Come on, get me. I mean. So in the video game business, there's this new term called Definitive Edition, and what that means is they can come out with a new version of the game that came out like a year ago with slightly better graphics, with maybe they ported it to PC and they have more resources that they can use in order to pump more graphics into it. Yes, all the graphics, just pump it right in through a tube with a nice slimy piece of graphicness in it. So yes, there is that argument that could happen that says, oh, we just want to... What just happened? Did I just get hit by that fish? There's an argument that says, oh, but they come out with definitive editions, and then do you think that's not just pouring money? No, I do. I think that is just them trying to gather money from me. And, you know, I get it. But at the same time, I'm playing Wolfenstein... Oh, that's because it was before the Wii Pad. The new Definitive Edition because, well, one, I didn't purchase it. That was bought for me by Thor's Rampage, who's a viewer for me on Twitch, a lovely community member of mine, and he purchased that for me, and I've never played it before. So yeah, if I've never played it before, you better understand. Hold on. You better understand that I'm going to be playing the Definitive Edition, right? It's gonna look better. I've never played it before. Why not have it look the best, if you know what I mean? So, I don't think that... Okay, consumers should know what they're buying. Consumers should know what they're purchasing. We were talking about this on the mini-boss in the last episode that will be here on YouTube, probably before this video. YouTube and Twitch, it's already on Twitch, but with early access, that's a different topic. We'll get back into that. In fact, you should probably go listen to that conversation for a better version of it, but it's kind of along the same... Oh. There we go. Sorry, I had to concentrate on that one. So, I think... You know what I think is happening? I think because I'm using the analog stick, it's probably making it a little bit harder. I'm gonna start using the directional pad. So in the same vein as early access, you should pay attention to what you're buying before you buy it. because so the moment, like the same night this came up, somebody came into chat and was saying, oh, I don't buy early access games. In fact, here, let's talk about this. Dead Cells. I mean, this is a different game, but I think it has to do with this game quite a bit. Dead Cells. I was playing Dead Cells. People were absolutely loving it. They're like, oh my god, I've never seen this game. They were coming over from my friend the Hunter Wilds channel. He dropped me a host and a raid, and they were coming over and having fun with us. And they're like, oh my god, this game looks amazing. I've never seen it before. Why haven't I heard of it? I was like, dude, this game's amazing. It is. It really is. It's early access, or maybe I not said that yet, but it's a roguelite platformer. And it's really fun. It's a slasher. You get to, there's a bit of RNG and stuff. I explained the game, whatever. And this went on for like 40 minutes. Oh my god. And then he goes, oh my god, I gotta go check this game out. I'm gonna go buy it right now. He loved it. Absolutely loved it. Let me go check this out right now. And he goes and he's like, oh no. Oh no. It's early access. Oops. What am I supposed to do here? Forget. There we go. We gotta jump on him. Oh no, it's early access. I'm not gonna buy this. I was like, but you just said you loved it. He's like, yeah, I don't buy early access games. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, I just don't. I've been screwed too many times. I'm like, so? What does that mean? And then we went on the whole conversation of like, you know, you shouldn't generalize things just because you've been screwed by things over and over again from other places. That just means that whoever screwed you over is bad. Doesn't mean everybody's bad. You know, it's like, that's where racist, that's the mindset racism comes from, right? I mean, kind of, in a way, or at least sexism, or why you believe things over other things. And I just died because I jumped right into it. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to have this conversation that I think is important while also trying to concentrate on this platformer that I haven't played in forever. Papu. This reminds me, I want to play Crash Team Racing again. I wish that got remastered and it didn't, and it's kind of sad. He didn't start, gosh darn it. How many lives do I have? I got 11. Oh, I'm good. But that's the point I'm trying to make, is like, when you generalize, that's when bad things happen, and that's how bad things have happened throughout the entirety of the world. Now, am I saying that, oh, I can jump on him while he's spinning. Am I saying that person is a racist or a sexist? It's like, no, I'm not. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that person had some type of that going on in their brain. I also am not saying that person has anything. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised because of that quick generalization. Now, was this person young? I don't know. I don't ask for ages in my Twitch chat. That's something that's against my rules for a reason. Now, that goes with this too. So, looping it back to Crash Bandicoot N'Sane Trilogy. Should you not buy this game because it's a remake of something that was a classic back in the day and you think Sony is just trying to suck money out of you? No. Should you buy this game because I just said that? No. Buy this game because you want to play this game again in an updated version and a highly, highly beautiful version of it. If you're still in this video and you're watching this, you know right now how nice the graphics look and how great it handles and how nice of everything that remake it is. There's nothing different about the game, but there's not supposed to be anything different about the game. I'm not trying to sell this to you. I really am not. They're not paying me, and I don't do a lot of that stuff for free unless I really enjoy it. Now, so far, this is my first take on it. I've not, I've had literally as much time as you guys have been watching to play this game for the second time now. Well, at least this is the first time for this version, but you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, wow. I didn't know we got that. Secrets! So, you know how long I've been playing it for, and obviously I'm not going to shill for something like this. I'm a fan of the Crash Bandicoot series, but this isn't, you know... Oh, you jerk. Feed me! But so far I like it. So far I'm enjoying it, and it's good. I'm probably going to use this game to continue on these, like, conversations and rants and stuff like that. Oh, we lost our apples. but I think we got the box, which is good. Because it's a game that I don't have to necessarily concentrate on. You guys probably don't care that I keep dying, because you guys are gonna see more Crash Bandicoot if I keep dying. I never claim to be good at platformers. In fact, I claim to be very bad at platformers, so this is gonna be a wild ride as far as everything goes. But in the same vein, you know, I like this game. Do I think it's worth the $40? I don't know. You're gonna have to give me a couple episodes to say that. I think it's worth 20 so far, just because of how it looks and how much I really like the series. Oh, did I just mess that up? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And how much I like the series. So we'll have to figure that out later. And then there's a third bonus time. So yeah, we'll just figure out how that goes, and we'll see how it goes from here on out. But at the same time. Okay. There we go. I also need that life. I need to go back for that life. Don't die. And give me the apples. There we go. We've done it. Oh, stop taking my lady, man. I don't even know if that's my lady. Like, what was... She created me, and I was version 1... Or he created me, I was version 1.0. Or Crash Bandicoot, rather. I don't mean me, but I'm playing him, so... That's why I say that. But who is that? Who's... What's her name? I forget her name. Crassia Bandicoot? I don't know. That's not her name. I pulled that out of my ass. I have no idea. What is that? Oh, is that a different bonus? Might be. The music in this game is freaking phenomenal, too. Unfortunately, my setup, I can barely hear the music when I talk, because my setup is coming through my speakers, so if you hear it coming through my microphone, that's why. It's rather low right now, you guys should be fine. But, you know, that's just how it's gonna go. It's just how it's gonna go is, this game, it's fine so far. It seems fine. I'm having fun with it. But I think that's gonna call it for today. I mean, that was my little rant. I'm probably gonna use this game to do more rants. I think it's a perfect segue into it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did enjoy this and you want to continue in the conversation, leave it in the comments, leave it in the chat. Like please, I will respond to you guys' comments on this one. Most definitely, because I think it's a good conversation topic, and I think it's something that should be talked about more, especially with games that already exist. So, we'll figure that out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. It does help quite very much. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.